studio. Where am I? I'm on board a plane. If you look out the window here, you can see I'm about 32,000 feet in the air. We can see some mountains above us and well, below us. And I thought I'd do this because the plane that I'm on has really good Wi-Fi and it's free. I'm actually on board a flight from London on its way to Melbourne in Australia at the moment. So I was playing around with the Wi-Fi, I was watching some videos on YouTube, and I thought, I wonder if it's good enough to be able to do a live stream. So I thought, give it a try, why not? And the reason why I wanted to do this live stream is basically, I was just reading what's going on with regards to Donald Trump's latest tariff that's been applied against most of Europe. So it's 8 countries in Europe, but it's all the big countries. So they've been punished because the USA wants to own Greenland, and Denmark are saying absolutely not, and all the countries in Europe have come out and supported that position from Denmark's perspective. So Donald Trump has said, okay, there's a 10% tariff that's going to be applied on the 1st of February, and that is going to increase to 25% on the 1st of June, which will mean that most of the countries in Europe will be paying 40% tariff at that point, apart from the UK, which will pay the bargain price of 35%, which is still pretty high. So this is going to impact on around about $350 billion worth of imports into the USA. So all the companies in Europe that are exporting to the US are going to suffer because they're going to see their prices going up. They're going to basically see a reduction in demand, which is basically simple economics tells us if you put a price up, people will buy less of it. And as a result of that, US consumers and US businesses are going to have to pay more. So it's going to push up inflation. It's going to put a lot more pressure onto prices in the US. So it's a lose-lose situation. Nobody is going to benefit from this. I'm sure Donald Trump will be saying that the tariffs will earn hundreds of billions of dollars for the US economy, but overall, I think it's a negative move. And what we've just heard now from Europe is that they are considering retaliatory tariffs, and it's going to be something like $100 billion worth of US imports into Europe will also be hit with the same sort of tariffs. So that's going to apply exactly the same, but in reverse. Obviously, it will mean that US companies are going to see the price of their goods going up. They're going to see reduced demand for those goods, and that's going to push up prices in Europe. So the overall global impact of this announcement is that we're going to see increasing prices, reduced demand, and this could start pushing up inflation, which would then mean that a lot of countries around the world will then have to start increasing their interest rates. And we're coming out of a high interest rate environment. So we've started seeing interest rates coming down over the last 12 months or so. And that's good for global growth, because if borrowing is cheaper, then companies and individuals will take on more borrowing. Therefore, they'll have money to spend because you get the cash, you invest it. And there's always a multiplier effect when you're spending money. So 3 or 4 times. So lower interest rates, generally speaking, means more money in circulation, higher demand. So the latest move by Donald Trump to apply these tariffs onto Europe is going to suppress global growth. It will suppress growth in both the USA and Europe at a time when we're sort of sitting at the precipice of whether or not things are going to go well in 2026. We'd started to see some improvements in terms of the lower interest rate environment, and we're starting to see some growth. However, that growth is slowing down. And the global impact of this could really accelerate that slowdown and cause the global recession, basically, if we get a severe retaliatory impact on both sides. Because if Europe does apply tariffs onto US goods, then it's very likely that Donald Trump will retaliate again, because that's what he did when China took that approach. When China basically said, we don't like the tariffs, we're applying them onto US goods, it just kept going up and up and up. And before we knew it, we were at 130%. So we're at 10% at the moment. We're going towards 25%. We could go to 50% if this escalates really quickly. So I wanted to post this video really, well, firstly, because I'm on board this plane, and just to remind you, let's have a look out the window. That's a live feed from where I am at the moment. I'm not sure where I am, somewhere between London and Doha in Qatar. But yeah, I thought I'd have a go at doing a live feed. I've never really done a live stream before, but if you've been following me, you'll know that I posted a video recently saying that I needed to change my whole working environment. It was just wasn't fun. I was just basically working all the time. It was a bit stressful, wasn't enjoying it. So I'm trying to change things up. This trip is part of that. So I'm heading down to Melbourne. I'm going to be doing a whole load of different things. So as well as these type of videos, I will be doing my food channel. If you haven't checked that out, please have a look at it. It's a bit more fun, a bit more light-hearted than this channel. And I've also got a travel channel, which is pretty early days, but I'll be covering this flight and a lot of the travel stuff, because I'm doing this flight's going to take me 24 hours of actual travel to get to Melbourne. So it's going to be an absolute killer. And Melbourne's also 11 hours ahead of the UK. So in terms of jet lag and all of that, it's going to be an absolute disaster. But I've got a plan. So I'm now working on Melbourne time. So I got on this plane around about 8:30 in the morning UK time, but they're 11 hours ahead in Melbourne, so it was already 7:30 in the evening. So I need to get into the mentality of it being 8 o'clock at night. So I better go to bed soon. Anyway, I'm digressing from the point. But yeah, I wanted to change things up, change my working practices. This is part of it. I got this flight for free. So not because I'm on YouTube, because I saved up enough air miles and then basically got this flight on air miles. I paid some taxes on it, but you know, everybody has to pay tax on something, so that's all fine. But yeah, I thought I'd post this live stream. Let me know what you think. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not very good on. Let me have a look at something. I'm trying to. Oh look, I've just pressed top fan. So this is the first time I've done this. So I'm really learning as I go along. I don't know whether that's live stream or not. I don't know how to get that off now. I think you can send me some messages and stuff on live streaming, but maybe I need to switch that on. Not sure. You probably know better than I do. This is the first time I've done it, but I'm going to do some more of these. I may even do one later in this flight if I come across something else that I think is interesting. But I just wanted to do this quick one. So thank you so much. If you've joined this, I can see that I've had 29 likes. Can you hit the like button? See how quickly we can get that up. I'm up to 30. Hit some likes, everybody. See how quickly the YouTube starts to update it. I've got two more. So either there's only two people in addition to the previous people who pressed it, or it doesn't update very quickly. But I can see there's 130 people watching this, which pretty impressive. So thank you very much. It's a very small audience. If you could send me a message, I'm up to 47 likes now, so that's quite good. So thank you so much for that. 54, brilliant. Right, so let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you'd like to see more live streams. Send me some ideas if you want me to talk about something, because obviously I'm just free-forming a bit more on this. It's not really, I'm not doing a lot of research for these type of videos, but happy to share my thoughts, talk to you about whatever you'd like me to mention. Got to 63 likes. Woohoo! See if I can get to 100 before the end of this transmission. Yeah, let me know what you'd like me to talk about. I'm on board the plane. I've got 24 hours to kill, so I could do plenty of these sort of things. So if you'd like to see me do a few more over the next 24 hours, let me know what you'd like me to talk about. I'll come live and I will speak to you then. Right, I'm going to go now because I'm going to look out the window for a while. That's a great view. That's worth looking at, isn't it? But thanks for joining this live stream. Maybe I'll give you a bit of notice on the next one. Thank you for pressing those likes. I'm up to 66 likes. That's pretty good for my first ever live stream. Thank you so much. I will see you very soon.